Hey people, welcome back to my channel again. So this we are going to be using this skirt pattern to be cutting out our six pieces dress. So we are going to be using this pencil skirt pattern. So the first thing I will do is I have already drafted it out, as you can see. Go ahead and splash it into two like. So if you don't know how to cut your pencil skirt, feel free to watch it on my channel. So for this two piece, I'll keep this aside. Then I'm going to be working with the center part first. So this is the center part, and I'll measure from the waistline to 1 inch above the knee length I already have before. That's where I want my plate to start coming out from. So after doing that, then I will share what I have here into two. Go ahead and divide it into two, and then open it up. I'm going to be splashing this out. So when I get to that part where I want my plate to come from, I'm going to be slashing it open to the side part, not to the center part. Don't forget the center part is going to be open, it's going to be on fold while you are cutting your fabric. So make sure it's on fold while you cut it out on fashion fabric. So this is what it looks like. At this point, I'll just introduce a new pattern paper, and I'll be using it to spread this out to cut out my pattern. So this is what I will use to cut out my six pieces. So I'll just go ahead and take it down so it will not be moving while cutting or working on it. So what I have here, how much I spread it is about 6.5. So if you have much fabric to work with, guys, you can spread as much as you want. But here I only did 6.5 inches. You can spread it like 8, 9. So just go ahead, feel free to do whatever that pleases you. So I will be giving it a little curve at that down part. So after doing that, I am going to then be cutting it out like so. Just follow the pattern you have there and cut it out. So this is the center piece, and I'll be using this to cut out my back panel. You can, as well, if you have enough paper, you can go ahead and draft another pattern paper for the back and another side. Or I think that wouldn't be necessary. Just go ahead with the way you just place it on the fabric, add your zipper allowance, and that will be for the back. So I'm done cutting out this, and now we'll be working on the second part. I'm going to be repeating the same thing I did for the center for the side part. I came off by 1 inch from my original knee length, and from there I'm going to be opening this up into two. I'll just go ahead and divide what I had here into two. So we're going to be using your scissors to cut this through. So this time we are going to be cutting towards both the left and the right parts. Just watch closely what I'll be doing here. So open it up as I said earlier, and we are going to be splashing it towards the left and the right. So that is how full I want my six pieces to be. You can splash it, but make sure you do not cut through, guys. Just leave it a little bit and close to the edge. We then add introduce another pattern paper. So what I have was not enough. I have to join to it. So you open it up like that, and then So this is it, guys. What you do is, what I've cut here, my extra paper is about 20 inches wide. So I went ahead to share it into two with my tape, my ruler, and I'll be placing the center of this my side pattern on the center of the new pattern paper I have. You just place the center like so, as you can see me do. Then from there you are going to be spreading it out. That is the center. Then you just go ahead and shift it this way. So basically that is it. And at this point I will be using my tape, my masking tape to hold down the my pattern paper in order for it not to be shifting, so it will not stress me. So remember our wideness is about 6.5 inches. I'm going to be using the same 6.5 inches for the side and for the back part. So don't forget, guys, while you are cutting this, you are going to be adding to the back part about 6.5 inches. So for the side panel here, I'm also going to be cross checking what I have there just to make sure everything is in place. So I have about 6.5, as I said earlier, and I'm just checking it over and over to be sure. So another thing you need to do that is important is to measure from my knee length to the end of the skirt. So whatever you have there, go ahead and rotate this, go to the center, make sure you have the same number there. And also go to the side part and measure the same number. So what I have there is about 3 inches, and I just went ahead to measure it around. You know the way we cut our half circle flare. So that's how you just move around your tape across the pattern like that. So this will give my flare that fullness and flare effect. It's not going to be straight, it's going to be curvy and very fine at the down part. So we are going to be cutting out the pattern. So just go ahead and cut out. So this is it for the drafting part. This is it for my um, pattern paper. So I drafted out my pencil sketch, then I then slash and spread it open to cut out my 6 pieces. So I'm just going to be keeping this, and I will go ahead and fold my fashion fabric. So I have folded it, and don't forget the center front is going to be on fold. So go ahead and cut yours out, and don't cutting out for the center front, and I'll also cut for the side. So this is the side panel. One of the side of the front panel is going to be having a lace on it. So I'll go ahead and cut out like so. So I told you you can add to it. And this thing, the back part, I wanted to have a little tail. So that's my zipper allowance. Go ahead and just cut it like that. So moving forward, I will be cutting for my side, for the front and for the back. So I'm only trying to contour the hip part here. Yeah, so as you can see on the dress, there's a flare here. So I'm going to be cutting out the flare pattern. We all know how to calculate for our half circle flare. So whatever you measure around, divide it by 3.14. So moving ahead, this is going to be very fast. This is just my normal basic body, your normal basic pattern. So go ahead and mark your shoulder, your armhole to the full length of your half scale, and go ahead and measure the whatever neckline of your choice. Yeah, this is it for the um, um plain material. This is for the basic body for the upper part. Yeah, so it's going to be having a lace fabric on it. So I'm just going to be stitching this down, stitch it on the neck part. I'm going to be using a line to turn this, guys. So you can just go ahead and fold it like so and cross stitch on it. or better still, you open it up and you sew it back in to weave it out. So anyone that works for you, just do it. So this is the lining part and also the back part. I'm going to be cutting out my sleeve. So it's a short pencil sleeve. So go ahead and cut your own. So this is my sleeve pattern. I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So this is for the sleeve, and I'll be using this one to cut out the second part of my sleeve. So, so moving ahead, I am gonna have to cut out my sleeve. So I measure around the place where I'll be putting my plate. That is what I use as my radius. So I cut it out and I cut two of these. One will serve as lining for the second one, and this is what it's going to be looking like at the end of the day. So therefore, without wasting our time, I will be joining the center pattern to the side pattern for the front and also the other side to the side pattern. So just go ahead and join your front part. So this is a lacquer material. When I say lacquer, it stretches more, not crepe, more like a poly, soft poly. I will not be adding lining to this. So I think she's going for the other part. So therefore, guys, I am done. I'm going to be stitching this down just the way I've explained earlier. So what you'll be doing is that you will fold your front basic body into two, because I'm going to be attaching a breast cup to this. So I didn't cut it as a bustier. I just going to be attaching. I bought a cup I'll be attaching. So once you fold it into two, at the center part, you measure your nipple to nipple 4 inches or 3.5 depending. You measure it, and then you are going to go to the shoulder part and also measure your nipple point. So my breast cup is going to be touching my nipple point, and also you measure your under bust. So it's going to be touching the center where the nipple point is, and it will be touching the under bust. So this is very easy to do, guys. So this is the cup. I will be holding it that the cup. So remember I said you fold it into two. So this is it, guys. So this is it, guys. Just watch the way I'll be placing it. So I will make sure you touch my nipple point, towards the center and it's also touching my underbust. Then I'll go ahead and sew it down like so.
So after this, I'll just go ahead and
So
turn the
that is
neck
that about that.
with my lining. So go ahead and turn it, and this is what it looks like after turning it with my lining. So I also go ahead and turn the side and then iron it. So if you don't want to be adding a cut to this, you can cut it as your bustier. So, so I'm going to be joining the shoulder part. So I will use one to turn the other one. I'll join the first one. And watch the way I'll be joining it, guys. When you place the right and the front of the dress together, so you pick one of the shoulder, then you use one and flip it over to the other side so that you can turn it and cover it up the seam so it will not be rough. It will be very neat. So I think I'm done. I'll put the same thing together. So and after that, I'll go ahead and join the down part to the upper part of my dress. So I'll join the front upper the front the down part of the front to the upper part of the front. So I'll repeat the same thing for the back part. So I'll pick the back part, the down part, and join to the upper part of the back. So before I put my zipper, so I'm going to be cutting out a flare. You'll notice that it has this flare at the front of the gown. There's this flare
So
at the
at this
front.
point
So
you
I'm
can go
going to
ahead
be
and
sewing the flare
attach
already cut
your
out.
sleeve,
So just
hem
go
the
ahead
down
and
part,
turn the
and we
flare
are
like
done.
this.
So this will
Sew
be the
the
end of this tutorial, guys.
edge,
See you in
turn
my
it,
next
stitch
video.
it,
Bye.
and give it a good press. So that is what you do. You put it at the front of